It is 1:15 in the PM, February 28th, 2023, the last day of February in the year 2023. We should all rejoice and be happy. I am, well, just because it's another day, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. There were four games. I'm without my co host, Erick James, today because he is in transit. Yes, Erick had to go to Atlanta to make a visit to his daughter, and he touched down kind of late, kind of um, delays in traffic, air traffic, this, that, whatever. It's not his fault. So he wanted to be here, but he could not be here. So I am here to take on the duty of two, which is not hard for me because I'm used to taking on the duty of four. I am enough. I am like a whole team, a whole basketball team. At least I can do the job of four. You have to put one guy with me and make it a five. Okay? Four games in the NBA, not that much. And most of them were from the Eastern Conference. There was only one team from the Western Conference that played. I don't know why. They gave them an extra day. I tend to think they cheat for the Western Conference anyway. And I'll get into that later. Let's start off with the Charlotte Hornets against the Detroit Pistons. Now, Detroit traveled to Charlotte to play. And, okay, well, Detroit has the worst record in the league. Yes, they are at 15-47, and Charlotte has the next worst record in the league, 20-43. And Detroit was traveling to Charlotte, so who do you think they won? Yes, you're correct. It was Charlotte. Charlotte won this game. They had the better record. They had the better team. And that's what played out in Charlotte, North Carolina yesterday. Michael Jordan's team prevailed, but they did it with injuries. Yes, LaMelo Ball has a fracture in his right ankle in the win. So that didn't work out too well. So let's go through what happened there, and I'll tell you what happened. Detroit lost. Let's start with Detroit. Detroit had Isaiah Livers, who played. He was 0 for 3, played 8 minutes, had 0 points. 0 points. Well, that didn't help much. They lost 117-106, 117-106. They lost by 11. That 0 points didn't help. Then they had James Wiseman, who came over in the recent trade from Golden State. James Wiseman actually was 9 for 11. He should have been playing for Golden State. They could have used him. He was 9 for 11 for 23 points. Somehow he was a minus 11 while he was out there, which is the score of the game. Killian Hayes played 35 minutes, was 4 for 13. That didn't help much. He finished with 12 points. Alex Burks, no nonsense Alex Burks, was 6 for 15. 1 for 8 from the three-point line. He had 17 points, but 6 for 15 is not going to get it done. And it didn't. Then you had Rodney McGruder, and I'm sure you're scratching your head. Who? And I did too. Rodney McGruder played 30 minutes. 30 minutes and shot the ball 6 times. Was 1 for 4 from the three-point line for a total of 4 points. Well, thank God they had a bench. Marvin Bagley put up 21 points. Marvin Bagley the third. We don't even know who Marvin Bagley the second is, so it really doesn't matter to us. Let's just say Marvin Bagley came in and put up 21 points on 10 for 16. Not as good as James Wiseman, but who needs 2 darn centers scoring 40 darn points? Okay? Doesn't work. Hamidou Diallo. He came in, played 33 minutes, gave 23 points to the Cards. 10 for 15, not bad. I don't know what to say for Detroit. But somebody needs to really light a fuse under these guys who play hard every night, because they definitely have the talent. If I looked at this, I would say they have more talent than the Charlotte Hornets. But there they are. What can you say? Well, anyway, for the Charlotte Hornets, they played JT Thor. Yes, the Hammer Thor played yesterday. He was 3 for 4. He shot the ball 4 times for 7 points. Then you had Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward played 36 minutes, was 8 for 15 for his usual 19 points. Mark Williams, wow. Now, this guy has been a find. That's the reason why they traded away Mason Plumlee. They traded away Mason Plumlee so Mark Williams could get some run on the team. And he has been closing out games. Mark was 7 for 10 in 30 minutes for 15 points. Now, that's not much, but that's your center. That's a guy grabbing rebounds. He had 11 rebounds. Yeah, he had 11 rebounds. Only shot the ball 10 times and ended up with 15 points. Was a plus 13 on the team. Then you had LaMelo Ball. He played 21 minutes before he went out with this injury. He was 6 for 7 from the three-point line. So pretty darn good. He was having a great night before the injury happened. He finished with 18 points, and you had Terry Rozier, 9 for 19, as usual, a volume shooter, to say the least. 9 for 19, he was 3 for 8 in the three-point line, 22 points. But they still won because they got 36 points from the bench, most notably from Kelly Oubre, who came off the bench to give him a spark and thereby give him the win. Detroit versus Charlotte. Charlotte wins. Second game of the night. Yes. The Miami Heat traveled to Philadelphia. Philadelphia just came off a heartbreaking loss on Saturday, to the Boston Celtics. And they had not recovered because the Heat came in and beat them 101-99. You know, Philadelphia is a good team in a bad city. Yes, I hate to put it. They don't deserve the 76ers. 76ers try hard. It's understandable that they were down a little bit after the loss to the Celtics. They gave everything that game, and so it's kind of hard to come back in 2 days and, you know, give your best again. So they lost by 2 points. But I'm sure the city of Philadelphia is crucifying them. So let's get on with it. 101-99. 101-99 was the score of the game. They lost by 2 points. They were only down by 4 going into the fourth quarter, but they only managed to climb back into it and get close by 2. They outscored Miami 19-17 in the fourth quarter and lost by 2. 101-99. So for the Miami Heat, Kevin Love, the newest addition to the Miami Heat, came in, played 21 minutes, gave him 8 points. Jimmy Butler, 9 for 14, 23 points. Bam Adebayo, 4 for 14. Did not have a good night for 13 points, and yet they still won. Gabe Vincent was 5 for 12. That's not very good, for 14 points. And Tyler Hero played 35 minutes, was 3 for 13, and gave him 8 points, yet they still won. I don't know what to say. Anyway, you got 34 points from the bench. Victor Oladipo gave him 11. Matt Strus gave him 13. And 2 others chipped in for 11 more. Cody Zeller and Caleb Martin. Now, I don't know what to say. They shot terrible. But obviously Philadelphia was flat as a pancake, because PJ Tucker, gave him 8 points, 2 for 2, 33 minutes, shot the ball twice. It's not going to get it done. Yeah, for 8 points. But if you think that was bad, Tobias Harris beat that. Tobias Harris played 35 minutes, only shot the ball 4 times. 4 times. For 2 points. They lost by 2. If Tobias Harris scores 10 points, they win. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go to how much he makes, or whatever the case that may be. Let's just say he's not living up to his contract. Not even close with 2 points. Joel Embiid. My man. My man Joel Embiid played 34 minutes, was 10 for 17, 27 points, carried the team. James Harden, 39 minutes, 5 for 14. Now, we have a problem in Philadelphia. James Harden has got to shoot the ball more. I mean, if they want to win. And he doesn't have to shoot the ball 20 times more, but 5 to 10 times more a game. Well, Philadelphia would win most of their games. He's so scared. He's always been a little scaredy guy. And if the game gets close, you can forget about him ever wanting to shoot that ball. So that's a problem. So D'Anthony Mellon shot the ball 8 times, gave him 6 points. This is not, I mean, Joel Embiid's not shooting the ball a lot. 17 times is not a lot. There's a lot of shots to go around, and they're just not trying to get it done. Jalen McDaniels, 2 points. Listen, I'm not even going to go there. Only one person scored in double figures off the bench, and that was Tyrese Maxey. Shake Milton is getting no run off the bench. Nobody else is getting any shots off the bench. Tyrese shot it 16 times, 8 for 16 for 23 points. But Philadelphia, a conundrum. Playing at home, losing at home for second game in a row. Lost to the Celtics on Sunday, losing to the Heat. Lost to the Celtics on Saturday, losing to the Heat on Monday. All right. Well, now we come to the game of the night. The Boston Celtics traveled into New York to play the Knicks. Now, usually this is a win. I mean, not just because it's the Celtics and the Knicks, but because the Knicks are playing at home. And the Knicks playing at home, let me see if I can get that stat for you. The Knicks, Boston, New York Knicks. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have that stat. They're terrible at home. They are terrible, as Charles Barkley would say, terrible at home. I have to get that stat for you guys, because you have to know this. And you will see that I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to the Knicks. New York Knicks. Yes, the New York Knicks. 37-27 stats. Let's see if we can get a stat on them. Bada boom, bada boom. No, it doesn't seem to jump off the page on that one. See if it's under the schedule. No. Let's see if we can get, okay. You know what? Let me go into standings and expanded standings. That might do it. Okay. See if we can get on that. Let's see, division. Bada boom. Here they go. New York Knicks. They are 24-10 away. And they are 18 and 15. No, they're 18-12 away, 18-15 at home. They have a better percentage playing away. They would have been 17-15, 17-16 had the Celtics won last night. But since the Celtics lost, yes, they lost. That long drawn out, just to say they lost. The Celtics lost 109-94. They lost by 15 points, 109-94 in New York. New York prevailed at home to raise their record. It would have been 17-16, and it went to 18-15. Well, what happened? Well, Jason Tatum got ejected, but before he did, he had a terrible game. There was, I believe, a foul disparity, free throws. The New York Knicks, oh my gosh. The New York Knicks went to the foul line, but the starters did a number. Oh, sheesh. Let's just put it this way. 5, 10, 13. Celtics starters went to the foul line. They shot 13 free throws. I don't know how many times they went to the foul line, but they shot 13 free throws. That's the Celtics starters. You know the bench ain't getting nothing. The bench got 2 more. So there were 15 free throws to be shot by the Celtics. I have a feeling it's gonna be really almost doubled. Let's take a look at this. Free throws. 11, 23, 24, 26, 30. I'm going to tell you something that's very funny. One of the bench players went to the free throw, shot more free throws than any of the Celtic starters. That's right. Isaiah Quickly of the New York Knicks, coming off the bench, playing 31 minutes, 6 times, which is more than any one of the Celtic starters. Not to mention Josh Hart went to the foul line. We don't even have to go there. So let's just say 30. He went there 3 times. Julius Randle went 9 times. Let's just say he shot 9 free throws. Okay. And Jalen Brunson shot 12 free throws. But one of the Knicks bench players, Isaiah Quickly, shot more free throws, and coming off the bench, shot more free throws than any of the Celtics players. Jason Tatum got ejected for complaining about the fact that he got pushed in the back on a dunk. Yeah, we've seen that happen before. He's a superstar in the league. Now, LeBron James, when he didn't get the call on that layup that he tried to make in Boston where the Lakers lost, paraded around the court for 10 freaking minutes, crying, complaining, holding the ball, and he got nothing. Not 1 tech. Forget about 2 techs. He got nothing. Jason Tatum got a tech for raising his hands when he got pushed in the back. Saying, where's the foul? Got a tech for that. And then on another play, when he turned around and said to the ref, this is the best ref game I've ever been in. He got a tech for that. That's what he got a tech for. Saying that this is the best officiated game he's ever played in. I make that correction. That this game with the New York Knicks is the best officiated game that he's ever played in. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the NBA referee situation. When was the last time LeBron James got a tech? Yeah, that's my point. It's Tom Heinsohn said it way back when. The league has always wanted to give it to the Celtics. And they still do. For some reason. And that's why when the Celtics win, it makes it all the sweeter. Because they always have to battle through the refs and the media and that team that they happen to be playing. That's right. So let's get to it. For starters, Jason Tatum, 6 for 18, 14 points. Ain't going to get it done. Mr. Tatum. Well, I don't know. You can take the ball to the hoop as you did. You're just going to get fouled. They're not going to call it. Much like they did when you played Golden State. Okay? And Al Horford, he was 5 for 9 for 13 points. Robert Williams played 29 minutes, 3 for 4 for 16 points. Marcus Smart, 7 for 15, 34 minutes, 19 points. He was a high scorer of the team. Marcus Smart was, with Derek White playing through 32 minutes, 4 for 11. Not going to get it done for 13 points. Off the bench, Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, he came in and lit it up. He gave him 22 points on 10 for 16 shooting. Other than that, they only got 7 points from 8 other players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 6 other players. 8 points spread out between 6 other players. Not a good night for the Celtics. For the New York Knicks, you know what? We're forgetting this, okay? The Knicks. The New York Knicks. The New York Knickerbockers. When was the last time you saw somebody Dutch play basketball? I don't think that happens, but the name and the logo sticks. For the New York Knicks, Julius Randle had 23 points, 7 for 16, 3 for 9 for 3 points. He didn't shoot that great, but he went to the free throw. He shot 9 free throws. Mikal Robinson, 5 for 5. He went to the free throw line, okay, and shot 4 times. Equals about what the Mikal Robinson, okay, Mikal Robinson, okay. Jalen Brunson, 4 for 12, but it didn't matter because he shot 12 free throws. He had 17 points. Oh, I forgot that. Mikael Robinson had 10. Then we had R.J. Barrett, the invisible R.J. Barrett, 4 for 12, 0 for 4 for three-point line. You kidding me? Oh, yeah. Okay. He was 1 for 1. He only shot 1 free throw. I was that. He shot 12. And Quentin Grimes didn't have a night, 2 for 5. And he was the only guy in the New York Knicks starting lineup that didn't go to the free throw line. Quentin, I think they're discriminating against you. Obviously, if the rest of the Knicks can go to the free throw line, you can go, right? I mean, what's wrong with you? You're a New York Knick. You deserve to go. I don't see why they're discriminating against you. Then we have the bench. Their bench scored 44 points. 44 points off the bench. Isaiah Quickly had 23. Josh Hart had 12. Obi Toppin had 9. And yes, they all went to the free throw line. Actually, Josh Hart didn't. But anyway, that's the game. And that segues again into, when was the last time LeBron James got a technical? When was the last time that Giannis got a technical? Giannis slammed Jason Tatum down. Second game of the series. Didn't even get a flagrant foul. I seen him run into Giannis is a dirty player. Never gets a flagrant foul. Doesn't get a tech. LeBron James, the biggest crybaby in the league, never gets a technical. He doesn't play any defense, so it would be wrong if he ever got it would be wrong if LeBron ever got a flagrant foul because he doesn't play defense 90% of the time. So, it's not going to happen. I'm just going to say, listen, LeBron's not a dirty player. He's just a crybaby. Okay, but he'll never get it. And he cries and whines and all the time, and they never give him a tech. He talks to the ref for 5 to 10 minutes and never gets a tech. That's privilege. What do we call that? Black privilege? Some privilege? NBA. It's what Patrick Beverly. It's what everybody knows. Tatum is a star, but you don't give him that treatment. Other players, Chris Paul cries all the time, never gets a tech. Okay, move on. Okay, let's just wrap this up. The Magic, Orlando Magic, traveled into New Orleans, and they got no fanfare. And they beat New Orleans 101-93. 4 days ago, LA traveled into New Orleans, and they made a big deal that, the Lakers defeated the Pelicans. Well, the Magic did it, and you got no fanfare. You'll get nothing, and you'll like it. Why? Well, it's called merchandising and marketing. Guess who they're trying to market? Not you. Okay? Not you, Orlando. But they should, because Paolo Banchero played 34 minutes. He had 29 points. Paolo Banchero is a rookie, averaging over 22 points a game. France Wagner, 4 for 10. Played 36 minutes, 11 points. Had a bad France did. Wendell Carter, 25 minutes, 4 for 8, 11 points. You had Markelle Fultz. Woo! Markelle played 30 minutes for 6 for 9 for 14. Markelle, you got to shoot the ball more. And Gary Harris, 28 minutes, 2 for 5. Not going to get that done, but he 6 points. And you're on the winning team anyway, so you got nothing to complain about. They got 30 points from the bench, most notably from Moritz Wagner, the brother of France Wagner. He played 23 minutes, 4 for 9 for 14 points. Getting the job done, baby. Getting the job done. Then for the New England Pelicans who aren't getting the job done, baby, aren't getting the job done. You have Brandon Ingram. Coming off the injury, I played 36 minutes, 8 for 19, 25 points. I think he's just getting back. He was gone for 2 months. I wish him the best. Herb Jones. Now, Herb Jones has been a defensive guy. But Herb, if your offensive guys ain't out there like Zion Williamson, and Brandon ain't got his legs underneath him, and the skinny legs at that, Herb, you got to step up. Herb, you have to step up. You can't shoot the ball just 9 times in 33 minutes. You have to score 9 times, 33 minutes for 10 points. Ain't going to get it done. Jonas Valanciunas, okay? 2 for 4. Ain't going to get it done in 23 minutes. 8 points. Ain't going to get it done. Christian McCallum. Yeah, that's right. CJ McCallum. Christian McCallum Jr. 18. 18. He was 8 for 18, 36 minutes, 8 for 18, 18 points. He's a better shooter than that. He had an off night. So let's just give him that. Having an off night's an off night. But the rest of these guys have got to pick it up. Josh Richardson. Josh, who is a little bit long on the tooth. 3 for 4, 8 points. They got 24 points from the bench. And that's the name of that tune. They lose 101-93. The Pelicans lose at home, 101-93. And with the Celtics loss, there is a new team on top of the Eastern Conference. That team is the team that I predicted, Milwaukee Bucks. Now, Milwaukee. Yes, them. Milwaukee Bucks with this guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is a dirty player. It's hard to say if he does it on purpose, but he really does it on purpose or not. It really doesn't matter. He's been known to hurt players intentionally. That's right, intentionally. And he gets away with it. No tech, no flagrant. So he did to Mike Dunleavy. At the beginning of his career, he did it to Jason Tatum last year. Milwaukee Bucks are on top of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, and they deserve to be. They're a team, whether he plays 30 or not. It's a heck of a team. Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Jrue Holiday, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. At 43-17, they take over the Eastern Conference. Then they are followed by the Boston Celtics at 44-18. The Philadelphia 76ers, after losing 2 games in a row, are at 39-21. No, it's something I don't like here. And, you know, darn it. The standings. The Celtics. Wait a second here. Are we doing this right? Oh, okay. Let's get this right. Yes, Milwaukee Bucks are on top. Milwaukee in the last 10 games, 10-0. That will get you on top. Celtics are 73. 76ers are on third place at 6-4 in the streak in the last 10 games. We should also point this out. Milwaukee has won their last 14 games. That'll get you on top. Now, in fourth place is the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 6 games behind the Bucks. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games. The New York Knicks, you're not going to believe this, but yes, the New York Knicks are in fifth place, 36-27. They won their last 6, and they are 8-2 in their last 10 games. The Brooklyn Nets, well, they're dropping. Yes, indeed, they're dropping. To you and me, they're dropping, and they might drop all the way. Well, I don't think that Fats Domino meant to sing it that way, but that's my version of it. They are 34-26. They're 9 games behind. They are 3-7. 3-7 in their last 10 games. I guess that about sums it up. Well, Miami Heat. Yeah, the Miami Heat are in 7th place, 11 games behind the Bucks, and then I don't think they're going to catch them either. 4-6 in their last 10 games. Sheesh, they're losing ground. I thought they would do better. The Atlanta Hawks, 31-30. They're in 8th place. They are 6-4 in the last 10 games. The Toronto Raptors, let's see what they're doing. 30-32. Well, they're below 500. That's what they're doing. 14 games behind the Milwaukee Bucks, but they are 7-3 in the last 10 games. So they were actually worse than that. There's hope. And then you have the Washington Wizards. Used to be the Washington Bullets, but so many people get shot in Washington that in order to be culturally correct, they took the name Bullets off. Not that it stopped any of the shooting, because it didn't. It still happened in Washington, D.C. That being said, they are 28-32, below 500, 15 games behind Milwaukee, 4-6 in the last 10. Then you have the Chicago Bulls. Remember those Chicago Bulls? They made that big push for Pat Beverly, saying that they wanted to make a big push for the playoffs. But they went out and got Pat Beverly. Really? Is anyone supposed to believe that? Pat Beverly's going to put you over the hump? Well, of course not. He did not. Okay, they're in 11th place, 4-6 in the last 10 games. Indiana Pacers, there's nothing holding those guys from just falling, plummeting, except for the Magic, Hornets, and the Pistons are below them. The Pacers are in 12th place and 3-7 in the last 10 games. Actually, worse. There's only one team that's actually played worse than that, and we're going to get to them. The Orlando Magic, 26-20, they're below 500. They are in, 13th place. 6-4 in the last 10 games. Charlotte Hornets, 20-43. 24 games behind the leaders, Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, 5-5 in the last 10 games. And then you have the Detroit Pistons. Detroit, 15-47. 15-47. So 62 games, you've won 52 of them. Okay, let's just go past that. They are 2-8 in the last 10 games. 2-8 in the last 10 games. And, just to emphasize the point here, they are 29 games behind the division leaders, the Milwaukee Bucks. With that, there's not much else I can add. I would like to say that James Wiseman is doing good. The Celtics need a center. The problem, they need a center who's a banger. Too bad they couldn't got that Mark West guy because he doesn't mind banging. Maybe they need to trade. I mean, Charlotte's in last place. They got nothing to lose. I mean, they're not going anywhere. Offer them a trade. And there's nobody else. You're not, your optimum guy is Joel Embiid, but you won't get him till after the season. But you ain't going to make the finals, the Celtics, the way you're going because, well, you need something to hold it down. All that passing and that slows down in the playoffs. Yeah, you need to have guys you can go to and get the job done. And, well, you're not going to be able to do that. Not efficiently and effectively like you would want to do. Because they let a lot more fouling go on in the playoffs, especially against the Celtics, so you can expect to get hit. Well, that being said, there is a new team on top of the Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks. Do I have to show this? Yes, I might as well. The Milwaukee Bucks have that logo. It's not the 76ers. Nope. Not the 76ers. Not the Celtics. Love that logo. Okay. And, well, I don't know what to tell you. But that is the Eastern Conference, as you can see. So we have that. That wraps up the Eastern Conference for today. February 28th, 2023rd year of our Lord Jesus Christ. Listen, guys, it's been fun. It's been real, and it's been really fun. But it's time to go. I think I've overstayed my welcome on today because I can just keep rambling on, as you know. I just have a great time all by myself. That being said, listen, gotta let you go. Turn on a little bit of music here. Pop. Get it popping. Off and popping. Listen, guys, I had a lot of fun. You take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you tomorrow on Wellness Wednesday.